5.
Let's get right into this game, boys and girls.
All right. Okay, so I want to talk just briefly about these two decks again, as I know we've seen them before a few times already. But we have Young Base Salami with the blue-red control deck. Definitely just trying to establish some board presence if he can with these nice red creeps, or just clear out lanes where he doesn't get good favorable hero matchups with early cards like At Any Cost and Annihilation, and then start getting into these big control cards like the Thunder God's Wrath and the Time of Triumphs, and he has a nice little tech to win condition card of both the Damocles in there, because sometimes blue has a hard time pushing the games, actually finishing the games. And then we have the SvYaT's Hero Killer red-black deck, where he's looking to get very favorable hero matchups in the early game, develop some nice creeps again. This is a red package, guys. You should be used to it by now. And then using the black specifically for their hero killer cards, their cross lane abilities, stuff like the gank, stuff like the pick off, stuff like the coup de grace, to be able to consistently keep their heroes down and generate a good amount of gold so that he can use these paydays and ramp into these item decks. Or this item deck where he's got 3 Vesture of the Tyrants, 2 Hourglasses, and even a Horn of the Alpha in there. And just in case it gets to that late game scenario, he also has 3 Time of Triumphs ready to go. Ready to just power through and win on the game. So as far as matchup goes, I would say Hero Killer typically does well against anything that's running blue, because blue heroes are by nature more easily gankable. And I actually played, it's kind of funny, in the what was it, semifinals? Yeah, in the semifinals of the tabletop simulator tournament that we've been bringing up, I played against SvYaT's deck list, and I played a red-blue control deck that did not look too dissimilar to what Salami is playing. So I will say, if SvYaT can get these hero kills early, can continue to sort of keep these blue heroes down, which, as we see, has been happening. Look at these dead blue heroes in the fountain. And then if he can hit his paydays, getting the Vesture of the Tyrants and the Horn of the Alphas makes this game impossible for Salami to win, because these Time of Triumphs, they seem like a win condition card, but not against 3 Vestures. It's too much to overcome. So it'll definitely be SvYaT sort of setting the tempo of this game, trying to kill as many blue heroes as possible, and get these items so that he can sort of just lock Salami out of doing any damage in this game. So that's going to be our series, guys. Let's see.
Very good call. Very good call.
Thank you. So currently, SvYaT, he was at 16, now at 8 gold, grabbing a cloak, grabbing a town portal scroll. So it's important to buy these Stonehall cloaks, actually. Not only because they make your black heroes, who generally have slightly lower health and want to be ganking, doing a lot of cross-lane combat, it gives them a lot of health over time, as it gives +2 health after the combat phase, every combat phase. But you also have to buy these to sort of cycle through your item deck. That way, by the time it's near the end of the game and you have a lot of gold, you can consistently find the Vesture of the Tyrants and the Horn of the Alpha, instead of just finding smaller items. So it's good to buy these items out early, especially if you don't have any payday in hand already. See, unfortunately for Salami here, we have no blue plays even in the last lane. So he's just trying to play as many cards as he can, because he knows he's on the defensive. He's not worried too much about value in this situation. You just want to play your cards, get as much value as you can, even if it's not optimal value. It's better than not being able to play these cards at all, which is what SvYaT is trying to lock him out of doing in the first place with stuff like this. These duels, Now he has 2 coup de grace coming up next turn as well, so I gotta say, this one's looking a little risky for Salami here already. This Stonehall Cloak is going to go very nicely on one of these blue heroes. Try and keep him alive. Get him out of duel range, gank range. And we will see what they draw here. Looks like he really wants to commit to the right, or he's thinking about it. Nope, he splits heroes. So he would love to get an Annihilate off, I think. And in this first lane, let's see where the Lucent Beam lands. Because if it hits Legion Commander, it does not.
I won't be denied.
If it hit the Legion Commander, I think the Eclipse would have been a full clear, actually. Because of the minus armor on the Legion. Going with the duel instead.
Any doubt how this
Or
would
the
end.
Berserker's Call instead.
A
Now get the
guest
Stonehall
from
Cloak on. Yep,
goddess.
exactly. So that you can start generating more and more health.
Befitting a member of the Dark Moon.
Very nice upkeep kill there. The benefit of getting minus armor with these small instances of damage like Ignite. Minus armor amplifies the damage. And now here's the Annihilate. The first of many. Now Salami can really benefit off of that Annihilate play in turning that gold into tempo, basically. Because these item cards, they cost you gold up front, but then they don't cost you anything to play. So, no, it doesn't cost any mana, making them very good tempo plays. Now, we do see initiative on SvYaT's side, so we'll probably see a coup here. Yep, there it is. So I gotta say, that Annihilation was really good, definitely, in the last lane. Having that was big. If he didn't have one there, this game might have just been looking in real bad shape. But next turn is going to look pretty dangerous for SvYaT as well. With 4 heroes dropping. Or from SvYaT.
Yeah. It definitely looks pretty scary, and then who's coming out from base Salami.
So he's just drawing here.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a pretty good position right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a good amount of pressure
Salami
on the
widening.
last lane.
Yeah.
It's not a rock.
And with mid lane deployment, I think it'll be looking pretty good. Preemptively get into this third lane with the Ogre. Knowing that SvYaT probably wants to put a lot of heroes there.
Yeah.
Towers only have 14.
Might see Dimension Portal here.
What is it?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Let's find out.
He just save face.
The only reason I could think of him not wanting to do it is if you want to do it in the first lane, but I think
Right.
he could get potentially
We
Eclipse
got
clear.
enough magic for all of you.
Okay, I like the conflict
I
play
do
as
too,
well,
I
actually.
think. I was thinking about that as well.
And so Salami can start setting up for a nice Time of Triumph turn here.
Yeah.
If he wants to, he can hit a 3-person Time of Triumph, and he could just do that in the last lane.
It's really neat, like, seeing these players, like, they've both played each other before, like, possibly many times, and they both played in, you know, like, finals rounds before, and they're both playing so quickly. Like, it's hard to believe we're already mana turn 8
Yeah.
right now. Like, they know exactly what they want, and they know exactly what they're trying to do.
Interesting deployments here. So I think with SvYaT's deployment,
Who doesn't love a good smitey?
he did draw a Time of Triumph. I think he's just dodging blue heroes here with this deployment.
Okay.
He's still, you know, willing to commit heroes to these other lanes, but basically when blue has a board like or you know, when any deck has a board like this in the mid lane for Salami, he's not going to want to use his, you know, at any cost or annihilates or whatever in that lane. And oh, he got a Horn of the Alpha too. Especially with Horn of the Alpha, I think the mid lane is actually very easily turnable into SvYaT's favor. And knowing that Salami would not deploy a blue hero there makes his options of clearing much more scarce. So this tower's not quite going down, which is kind of frustrating, but I don't think I would use the Horn of the Alpha to do it.
But we're gonna
And
do
he
it
does
anyway.
think he's going to use it.
Yeah, I don't think I would have liked to.
He wants this tower now.
Yeah, he does. It's that pressure of having a tower.
Yeah, and I think knowing that Luna is coming in next turn with potential clear for blue might be scary.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
tower down. He might like the pressure that this horn puts on too, because every other turn you get to do that, and he knows he's Time of Triumph mid,
Me now.
just to start slamming these.
Yeah.
Slamming
That's
these creeps and getting all that siege damage in.
Yeah.
Now, Salami has the option of getting a Time of Triumph. But we do know he will get cooed if he does do that on one of his
absolutely.
heroes. This is actually quite an interesting turn here.
Let's end this quick and find a champion.
He's going for it. It's hard to pass up a Time of Triumph. Does a lot of damage. Yeah, he's just passing, actually. He likes the state that he's in the first lane and the second lane.
Yeah, definitely.
He doesn't really mind the fact that these heroes are still in this last lane.
Right.
So, not willing to use coup here. He'd rather just coup the Luna with initiative. Because Luna's the scary card. Now he just pushes mid here.
Yep.
I think this game is actually over. He has a blocker. He has 2 blockers now.
Let's make some money.
So mid Luna's gonna go down. But then he could just spring the trap. But then there's a duel also from SvYaT's side. I believe this is game.
Okay.
So,
And here's how it's game potentially.
Yes.
A
There's the
call, or a coup, either one, to lock out blue, and then we see a spring the trap from Salami to block here, and then we have a duel from the Legion to free up Bristle so that he can hit tower. Basically, he would need 3 blockers, and he can't have 3 blockers because of the duel.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, because Bristle will always be able to hit tower now, no matter what he does.
Yeah. I think he wants to play. I mean,
Actually, if he plays,
I mean that's
yeah, okay,
really his only option.
the
Like, I
trap
mean,
doesn't-
it's
yeah.
a good play, but
it is a good play, but we see the duel. If he has the duel, there's no way. Okay, I think that's throwing,
you know.
because yeah.
Wait, for
that
real?
That was lethal.
Wait. Dude, what?
Yeah, because he could duel
kidding me?
the centaur
Yeah.
in front of the Bristleback.
Yeah,
It's
I
been a
mean,
long day. All right.
It has been, or maybe he just wants to play a little bit longer with his old friend.
Yeah, maybe that's it. He is definitely winning this lane right now,
Dude,
but
that-
now he does have to be afraid of
Dude,
a
that's
few
gross, man.
big blue cards.
I
He
don't-
still has a coup as well, so this game is very over. Still. That's okay.
Right.
He maybe he was thinking he could add a Bronze Legionnaire or
That's
something.
what I was thinking as well. I
and
was
then
just looking at
a
his deck
duel was
list.
ruined.
Yeah.
We know he didn't have it, but I guess this is a slightly more defensive play. Not sort of wasting a duel, which is a good hero killing option.
Right. Salami just
Yeah.
not having an offensive position at all. So I mean, he's really
He's taking this tower, but
he's gonna take the tower, but
he's gonna need some help here for sure. He's gonna need some draw.
a good old time of try or the Thunder God
Yeah. Alright,
and
there's
blink
the
over
blank.
Ogre.
Yeah, you have to do this. Because you have to have 2 blue heroes mid if you want to actually get a blue spell off. Because one of them will guaranteed get dueled or cooed. So if you don't put 2 blue heroes mid, he always takes that tower. And let's see, this Legion is at 4 with 3 armor. How many charges does Eclipse have? 5? This might be the play. He might have to
No
Eclipse
way.
it.
Yeah, it doesn't just take the initiative into the mid lane.
Right. But he can only kill 1 blue hero before
Right.
before Salami gets the turn back, and then he can try and get another blue card out. I mean, he will just Horn of the Alpha, potentially. I guess that's too greedy. But, like, honestly, if you Horn of the Alpha here, you're threatening a 2-turn now. Is it better to save? Because you know your opponent will always be able to play a blue spell. Even if you save initiative. I think it's actually better to use the Horn of the Alpha and get it back on cooldown so you can make another one soon. And get an extra 14 damage. Alright, so he's giving up initiative. He will be Horn of the Alpha-ing. Almost certainly.
I'll make short work of this.
There it is.
Oh boy.
So now he's putting Salami on a 2-turn clock here. So he knows that he's not going to be able to clear out both blue heroes mid before Salami gets an opportunity to play a blue card. So he's giving up the initiative to be able to better pressure the first lane. And Salami just doesn't quite have the cards that he needs here to get through. I don't even think he might just have to roll an Eclipse, I think, and hope that he kills one of these Time of Triumph heroes. He has to kill the Legion. He'll kill the Legion almost guaranteed. He only needs 1 beam on it because Zeus's static field will proc and do the 1 extra piercing damage. I think Eclipse off the bat might be the play, to be honest. Yeah, there it is. Not the greatest hits there, but... And now we do see a duel. So the question is, does he want to use this duel here? There's no real reason to use it. I don't see. You can't clear the Ogre out. You might actually just no. Do you just need initiative here? And then can you duel Luna? No, because she has a health item. You do have a black hero coming out, so...
We serve at Emperor
Ooh.
Galanius' will.
Interesting. He no longer has initiative, and he could potentially get annihilated in the first lane. Now.
Right.
I actually think if he would have passed, he could have deployed Bounty left.
Okay.
There's always blink daggers to worry about, I guess. None of it quite works out because he could also put 2 blue heroes to the left here.
Yeah.
But with this play of the Stonehall Elite, he now cannot put 2 blue heroes to the left because you can't blink Zeus to the left. Which means there is only going to be 1 blue hero to the left. I mean, this is also just threatening lethal,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
suppose. And
Getting
so that
ever
does give him
closer.
initiative back. Yeah, he has to play the Stonehall Elite. Which means he gives initiative back, which means you deploy Bounty left, he deploys Luna left, and you coup de grace with your initiative. Yeah. The thing with that is we know that Salami has a fight through the pain in this last lane, so he will have initiative. If he draws his Annihilate, his second Annihilate out of 3, he will be able to stop the push on the left. He will still have to deal with the Bristle mid, but he'll probably be able to do that with an Eclipse. It's going to be actually, this one's getting pretty close.
It is.
But he needs to steal initiative back in this 3rd lane.
A little safety precaution never hurt.
And this creep is tanking 18 damage.
Ancient not looking good in that left lane.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to need the Annihilation, I think. These Thunderhides are too big to deal with without the Annihilation. Yeah, any cost doesn't really do it. So he's going to make sure this tower goes down, and then he's going to steal initiative back. Yeah.
We won't let Stonehall down.
Sure. Why not? Play them both. Now fight through the pain.
Might as well.
They like to be in pairs.
Ooh, I
Okay,
like
he actually
this.
does. Oh my gosh, I don't know if this is right
Oh.
though. Because you can't actually blink away and have initiative.
Right.
So I don't understand what the plan is here because maybe he's assuming that if his opponent has a coup de grace, he's dead anyway, or
I don't know.
because we're gonna see both heroes played left next turn, right? I would say probably because SvYaT
15
does have a
seconds
coup de
remaining.
grace, so we can just coup de grace on the Luna. Means that there's no Annihilate guaranteed. And you just saw him play 2 of his red blockers on the right.
Mhm.
So, and you have initiative now. I wonder if this is better than just trying to draw Eclipse. I mean, Annihilate. It's a pretty low chance that you actually draw the second Annihilate, so maybe he's thinking that this gives him
15
better
seconds
odds.
remaining.
But at the same time, then, I might have saved 1 Stonehall Elite as a blocker, because you know your blue hero is going to be dead now. A bolt. He drew a bolt.
Game ender.
I mean,
You
yeah,
know, if
he
he
could
can,
end.
if he can
could win
save this
mid
lane.
if he's not dead here, but
Yeah. If there's a way to save this lane and get to that,
yeah, no,
but there is.
not quite.
But there's.
He needed the Annihilate. It was close though.
It really was. Yeah.
With that blink with the Bristle,
Yeah.
he had a good idea there. But game 1,
Yes.
going to SvYaT. I wonder if I don't know. Salami is on his last legs already again.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's going to be a true repeat of the Tabletop Simulator tournament.
Yeah, it would be definitely interesting. I would definitely like to see this one go for a 1-1. So
Yeah,
let's
I
get
wanna see
right
game
back
3.
into it.
All right, now we got yungbasedsalami on top. SvYaT down here on the bottom. And let's see. Let's look at these opening hands. Let's look at the flop. We got Bristle and Bristle, Luna versus X, and X versus PA here. So the axe on the PA matchup trades somewhat evenly, but we do know that black has more ways of getting chip damage in. But still not enough to do 5, so they'll probably just trade off with each other. We do get the axe against the Luna matchup. He can choose to do an aggressive duel here just to kill Luna. It stops Luna from getting 1 extra beam charge next turn. Yeah, I like that play. Prefer to save it, as there's a lot of very crucial turns where you need to have just like a hero kill card, whether that be coup or a duel in the late game, to ensure that he can't get his annihilates off. Okay. Deploying Legion left because I think he knows his Phantom Assassin is going to die here. Whereas Salami is debating on putting Zeus mid. Now his blue hand, or his hand of blue cards is not particularly good. But he is stacking these blue heroes up. I think he's afraid of a cross lane black card to pick off his Luna. And he'd like to potentially play spells, blue spells, in mid. We see doesn't draw any. Okay. Nasal Goo. It's just something to do. Oftentimes, that's just a 4 mana red card, and it's just like, oh, I gotta do something.
I think I hate that card.
Yeah. It can be pretty strong, actually, in the right deck. Like,
Right.
In SvYaT's deck, the Nasal Goo is not anything amazing, I would say. But it actually works really well with the proccing damage blue. Like the Ignites from Ogre, Zeus's Static Field, Luna's Beam, and all that kind of stuff. Does so much extra damage. The Bristlebacks are mad, and they're fighting each
For
other.
the glory of Stonehall.
But Salami's looks a little stronger. Salami's Bristle is taking out SvYaT's Bristle, and he's getting the armor for it too. Some good tempo plays here with the Hourglass and the Stonehall Cloak. This is exactly what those hero kills get for you. You do see a couple good items from Salami as well. Okay. Deployments here. Slay and gank. Now that gank is very valuable here. He can go and just shut out mid, which I think is the lane that he probably wants to push for here. And your bounty stays alive through it all, even through the creep combat that he has to do in the first lane. So I think this gank looks pretty appealing.
Gank looks dank, you say?
This for the job.
Yep. Gank looks dank.
Ready to lead.
He's gonna go and throw the items on. And we're gonna see the gank. Nice play. And also Salami's gonna start getting his cards locked. So the only thing SvYaT has to be careful about now is next turn is the Annihilate turn, and he does have a Luna coming out. So if he overcommits too much into one board, it's gonna hurt. See, there's a secret shot pickup right there, which I think is pretty interesting. Taking the demagicking Maul. Now, I believe there's only few improvements. It's the 3 ignites and the 2 conflagrations in yungbasedsalami's deck, and SvYaT is just recognizing that those can be so annoying, and he's gonna go ahead and elect to pick up the demagicking maul. We'll see if he gets any value off of it. We see that Salami has no improvements in hand right now, but
Right. So both
very possible draw.
all in on this mid lane from SvYaT here.
So Luna's gonna go ahead and annihilate this
Yep.
lane then.
Pop
Time
up
of Time-
an annihilation.
Yep.
Feel my power.
Yep. Good call, good call.
Okay, now mid. There are 2 coups. If you
Yeah.
want to just snowball this lane, a coup would be the best way to do it, to be honest, because you can see he's wiping out all the other creeps. And he did just use an annihilate, but he might be trying to save these for the blue heroes. Because with initiative, he can stop those big annihilate plays with just this one card.
I don't know
He's
why.
going for it.
Yep.
Loses the
must
demagicking
die.
maul.
Unstoppable!
Yeah, this lane is looking dangerous all of a sudden.
Really putting that pressure on yungbasedsalami.
Yep. And this is SvYaT's dead lane, basically.
Right.
Doesn't really want to
Yep.
fight here.
Some good creep rolls into it though.
Yeah, I mean it's better than them going in the first lane, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's always hard to tell
Yeah.
whether or not creeps going into your dead lane is actually very beneficial to you or not, because sometimes it slows your opponent down considerably, but sometimes you need those creeps there to help you go wide and push damage on the tower. Okay, 15 gold here. Still no paydays in hand, so you might want to hold a little bit. He does buy just the cloak. Not going to buy the hourglass. Okay, so he's going to preemptively go left before all the other heroes deploy. And this gives him the ability to Thunder God's Wrath or Conflag down lane if he wants to choose to do that.
Yeah.
He does also have a Blink Dagger. If he wants to do something with the mana in this lane and then maybe move out of this lane. We'll see if he wants to try and defend mid. Or if he's just here to stay.
From the hell.
There's a Thunder God. Question is the blink though. Is he gonna
Accept this offering.
try and go mid?
Perfect.
Yep.
Right.
There
Yep.
it is. That's what I was thinking.
Play from Zeus here then.
Yep.
Not really sure what he's got going on there, except for just being kind of a chump blocker.
I mean, I think he is just trying to use the mana here. He might just do another Thunder Gods.
Okay.
I mean, it's not amazing.
I mean, I don't.
but I think it's better than his other blue options at this point. I
It
do
seems
think
like
he just wants to try and soften him up, maybe. Not exactly
My
sure
prey
why he
doesn't
came
have a
here.
chance.
maybe, honestly, maybe it's just to slow him down just a little bit, but I don't think it feels good having him here.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I'd say while he's got the chance, he might as well get some of these improvements out.
I could,
My
yeah.
wrath.
He's going with the Thunder Gods
So he's
again.
gonna go ahead and go for PA.
Again, doesn't kill any of this stuff, but just softening everything up, and
Yeah.
he will get the personal here. It looks like. But he can, yeah, SvYaT can get actually a lot of gold off of this. Knowing that there is a healing salve in hand though. So if he tries to hit fire that, we'll see a healing salve.
Appreciated.
There it is. Okay. So I think I get this. He's just, again. Sometimes you get double Thunder Gods in your hand, and it's like, what would you rather do?
Mhm.
Use these for not full value,
Yeah,
you know,
never
where you're
use
getting
them.
like a hero wipe, or just not use them at all.
Yeah,
Right. It's
yeah, you're
it's
right.
better to get these cards out of your hand in
Absolutely.
this situation. Usually when you're on the
Absolutely.
defensive, yeah, you just want to play cards for less than optimal value, just because you need to fight.
Yeah, it's a great point.
So while it might look a little strange there, I think that play was pretty good. Now, yeah, exactly. Now he can start setting up the improvements from this lane. And then also, if he wants to, he can play Luna left
Ready.
and set up an Ignite
So
in
do I hit people with
the
it?
mid lane as well and
No,
start
we
really making it hard for SvYaT to push this. But we do see Time of Triumph here. And as we know, Time of Triumph is a game winner.
It's a good one. Sitting at $10 on the Steam market. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
I think
It
the last time I
was.
saw it was around 5, like right around before the tournament started.
Okay,
So, I hope prices are dropping. I think they are.
I'm sure they are.
Oh, 2 Time of Triumphs. There's one. After that
Yeah.
second Time of Triumph draw, I'm pretty sure
The
he
longer
just
I stay standing, the better.
he knows what he wants to do here.
Yeah. Is he gonna clear him out?
Yeah, you just got to get these down. Even if he annihilates again, which he's unlikely to because he deployed more than just Luna there. Like
It is. It is not looking
even if,
good for Salami.
yeah, it's like even if you annihilate this board, your heroes come back at the same time his Time of Triumph heroes come
You
back.
never had a
Right.
chance.
That's that's just too strong.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna see another Time of Triumph mid.
The enemies of
Right,
Salome
that-
will fall.
I think that second draw was potentially just a little too much. Luna does have a chance to Lucent Beam and kill the Axe or the PA, though.
You lost control
This would make
of
it a
the
lot less
situation,
appealing.
Tristan. We will
So this
restore
is
order.
the final round of the tournament. Best out of 3 with SvYaT with 1 and 0 over yungbasedsalami. So this
I'm
will
just
be
getting started.
the final round if SvYaT takes this one.
Yep. So
He
the
will
Lucent
be-
Beam did not hit one of the heroes, so
Yeah.
he can still get a 2-hero Time of Triumph off mid, which I gotta say, looks pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
He could try and do something a little bit more fancy with maybe like a hip fire on the Zeus or a call something. If he wants to like maybe push this tower like this turn right now,
Yeah.
it could be possible. We know that it is possible given Salami's hand. Even with something as simple as the,
Soon
but
the
yeah,
ancient will fall.
same situation as the first lane.
No
Yep.
one is
You just want to get
axes
these
equal.
heroes buffed up.
Yeah.
Because now, no matter what, it's sort of like this ticking clock with all the siege damage,
Absolutely.
and it just decimates boards at the
Oh,
same
yeah.
time. Like,
So
look at
it's-
this board.
It's just the pressure right now. It's just a ticking
Yeah.
time bomb right now. So
And look at this locked eclipse
yeah.
from Salami's side. That would be so good right now. That would be a full board wipe,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Yikes. Those hourglasses. There, you can really see the power of the econ in this deck, I think, through this entire tournament. Where it's not necessarily always the primary win condition.
Mhm.
Sometimes you just throw Time of Triumph in your deck and
Yeah.
you do this.
Why
Turn
not?
8,
Yeah,
you Time
I
of
mean,
Triumph, and
yeah.
you Time of Triumph.
I mean, you do have to have like those late game cards, and they just scale so well with the late game because sometimes games just go on forever, and
Yeah.
you need a way to just end it.
Yep.
So
Time of Triumph is like the quintessential end it card.
so still just not putting damage. He's got those guys just kind of wasting their lives away in that right lane. You know, not really pulling in much value.
He's gonna have to try and somehow stall this left lane.
Yeah. And, you know, he just didn't have a way to redeploy those guys, so they're just kind of stuck over there.
Yeah.
Just
Not
slowly,
getting, not getting the
slowly.
blink daggers.
Yeah. Or
He
the
already got two of
town
them.
portals. Oh, did he?
Yeah, he already has 2 blink daggers on his 2 dead blue heroes, but it's only so much he can do. But yeah, knocking the town portal scroll,
Yeah.
he is kind of stuck over there, and just having even 1 blue hero
God.
stuck over there can be pretty punishing. So now his eclipse is back off cooldown, but here's the issue. Look at his blue
Does
heroes.
nothing.
Yeah, there's 1
Yeah.
on the far right, and
There's
there's
a reason
2 in the fountain.
toughest.
I mean, even if he had that eclipse out there,
Axe's
I mean,
legend
look at how
grows.
strong these guys are.
Right, you just can't fight these time
Yeah,
of triumph heroes.
Yeah.
He will be able to stall this lane. No, actually, let's see. We got a coup and a slay. Is that enough to do it?
This lane or this turn.
Uh,
There's the duel.
he can
He
duel and
wants
he
to
can
bleed
coup.
in there. He wants to get that damage on the tower.
He can actually end it because
Yeah.
there's no mana here. Dueling first is better.
He doesn't.
Because then he can.
Young base is just totally locked down right now. There's the coup de grace and
Yeah. Just to end it.
um
What a more fitting card.
I think and I think that's
That's gonna be game.
Wow.
There's nothing
Rips,
Salami can do
stop
in this
me
mid
now.
lane. The power of the time of
Absolutely.
triumph.
Yeah, seriously. And SvYaT takes it. $100 win.
Wow.
Amazing. Dude, what?
Congratulations.
Seriously. Major congrats. That was a freaking awesome tournament to watch.